Hey everybody, welcome to Visalia Talks, your local talk show that brings you everything you need to know about what's going on right here in your community. Today I've got a treat with us. I've got Alameda Mortgage, and if you'd like to introduce yourself, thank you first of all so much for coming by.
Thank you. Yes, Lorena Rios with Alameda Mortgage. I'm a loan officer.
And I'm Asa, also a loan officer with Alameda Mortgage.
Alameda Mortgage. So Alameda Mortgage, tell us a little bit about what it is that you guys offer. Obviously home loans, guys. So if you're in the market, if you're looking to buy, if you're not even looking to buy, but you've been maybe thinking about it for the past, couple year or so, how can you guys help them?
Sure. Well, maybe we should talk a little bit about Alameda, I guess.
Absolutely.
Sure. Well, you may not have heard of Alameda Mortgage here in Visalia much. We've been here a little while, but pretty big in Fresno. It started, believe it or not, over 50 years ago.
Nice.
So it is not necessarily a new company.
Yeah.
I want to say we've been in Visalia for about 7 to 8 years.
Nice.
We do have an office actually right downtown Visalia. But they started in, oddly enough, Alameda, California is where it started, up north. But now the biggest hub, as I mentioned earlier, is in Fresno. We've got both processing, underwriting, closing, all of that in-house out of Fresno. And so we are what's called a correspondent lender. So,
what does that mean, correspondent lender?
Well, a correspondent lender is there's three basic types of lenders out there.
Okay.
One's a bank, which everyone could be very familiar with. A bank. There's banks, and they're a direct lender. Then there is something that's called a broker. And a broker is someone who just basically finds a buyer, and then marries that with a bank or an investor. But they have little control because they find it and then they hand it over to that investor who's going to process and underwrite that loan. Alameda, as a correspondent lender, is the mix between those two. So we do have access to many different investors to find products for buyers that meet all their needs. And then when we do that, those investors allow us to process, underwrite, and fund that loan in-house. So we maintain all that control through the process, as well as having a lot of options, for our borrowers.
Absolutely. Wonderful. So that's more options. It seems like for like a easier flow.
It is.
Yeah.
And just to add on to that, we do different type of loans, anywhere from your standard loan, which is FHA, conventional government loans, and a USDA. We also do down payment assistance. So we help a lot of our community with down payment assistance that don't have enough for down payment or closing costs. And real quick, before I forget, because it's a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about today, is just make sure, get a hold of us. There is some grants out there that we would love to share with you guys. Just get a hold of us.
Absolutely. Find out about those grants. Grants for buying homes?
Yes, for down payment. And these, when I say grants, that means that it's a gift. This is money that's given that you don't have to pay it back.
Correct. This is absolutely amazing. I didn't know that there was anything like that out there, like as in like grants for helping you buy your home.
And you can actually combine, whenever we have a first-time home buyer, we can combine the down payment assistance, which you do have to pay back, and then the grant on top of that. So there's a lot of multiple options.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's pretty amazing, and we'll actually guide you from the beginning to the end. Another thing is we do non-QM, so for investors and jumbo loans. So
what does that mean?
So when she says non-QM, that stands for non-qualified mortgage, okay, which basically just means a loan that's more outside of the box, not your traditional income calculations or things like that.
So would this be for like, someone who maybe they own their own business and they don't have the check stubs because they own their own business and no one's giving them check stubs, and so they have they're going to do like a bank statement type loan. Is that what?
Yes. Yep. A bank statement loan would be a good example of a non-qualified mortgage.
Okay. So you guys can do many different ways of getting around, having your own. I know because I had to get mortgages like that because of owning your own business and stuff like that.
Or being a realtor, stuff like
that. So definitely, you guys, any type of situation, you guys got them covered.
Yes. One of the things that I always encourage our borrowers and our realtors is, if you ever, we're in a scenario where, the realtor, the lender, they weren't able to fund the loan.
Yes.
Let us know. Give us a try. Give us an opportunity. We'll review it, and maybe, you never know, we can maybe actually get you the
because you guys might be going somewhere and they can buy you a house, they stay.
Yes.
We can not buy you a house, but we can help you get a house. But then they run your credit and they're like, oh no, you can't.
Yeah.
You guys have all those other banks then and all of your connections and your in-house stuff that you can make, you know how to make it work.
Yeah. And you said credit on that. Maybe the credit wasn't so good. I think you mentioned on that. Don't let that stop you.
Right.
Like if there's a credit issue or you perceive that you have a credit problem or credit issue, please talk to us, call us. We'd love to. There's many tools that we have available to us to help you either if the credit score is not where you need it or want it to be. There's a lot of things that we can do to help get that where you need to be. The problem is if you don't come in to ask about it, then you may not go anywhere on that. And sometimes there's tools and tricks that we can help you with to get you much quicker. And maybe you're even ready now. You just think that you're not. But so please contact us. We're very happy to, if we can't help you now, work on a process to get you where you need to be. If you're not there now, we will we'll get you there.
Yeah.
And I think we're one of the companies that won't give up. We will go
fight until it's done.
Yes. We will go above and beyond. It doesn't matter. We will try our best and we can guarantee that.
That's amazing because there are out there. I mean, being a consumer and, having bought and sold multiple, times, they're just like, nope, we can't do it. Or, and not, then, then you find out that there are these other types, the non-QA loans and ways of around things. So absolutely wonderful to know that you guys are providing that for them. And nothing's going to stop you guys from getting them into their home.
No.
It's like the most important step in life.
Of course.
And when you're being told no, you can't do that. It's horrible. So you guys are making lots of smiles.
So usually what I say this a lot, it's not tongue in cheek. I do mean it. It's usually not if you can qualify, it's when. Okay. And that when may be a lot sooner if you come and talk to one of us to figure that out.
And we have an amazing team. So it's just all of us that are in that branch. We work the same.
So they come and they come and see you, but they're not just working with you. They're working with the whole team to try to make it happen for them.
What's mainly when they come in, we help them with the application. But our assistant is amazing too. But what I was referring to is just like if processing, underwriting, and if there's something that is preventing us from closing it, we have a backup team that will.
It's a great point, Lorena. And the team is, when she says team, we will be a point of contact for whoever comes in throughout the whole process. But what she means by team is the processing, the underwriting support. And at Alameda, the knowledge and experience there is very deep. And she mentioned that word, well, she didn't say the word, but tenacity is what I'd say on our team is they have a lot of tenacity with our processing underwriting team to make that work. And I've been with several companies, Mercer, and the underwriting manager, processing manager that we have, top notch on trying to get it done and a lot of experience. And I think that matters. I was talking earlier about the type of lender that we are, and I mentioned that we are the correspondent lender, which just means we keep a lot of those processes in-house. And I think that's huge because although technology is great, it's not very personable, okay? And it can make a lot of just ones and zeros, meaning yes and no.
Absolutely.
Okay, on that.
Absolutely. No answers in between until you have it back. And you guys, all you got to do is go and, hey, what's up with this? And it's right there.
Technology is great, but when it comes down to it, if you've got a team of people who are willing to look at things and maybe have a little more common sense, I think that's huge. And I think we do have a pretty good measure of common sense, which I would say is increasingly hard to find in the mortgage industry, just because there's a lot of risk
in general. The world in general, the common sense has flown out this window right here.
True.
No one's found it yet.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. So I think we have a good measure.
Absolutely.
With that. But,
that's good. That's good to know. When you're going somewhere and you're dealing with something that's so important in life, you guys got them. You guys got them taken care of, no matter what.
No matter what.
And it's not a matter of if you can be approved or not. It's can we do it now, or do we need to work on a couple of things?
Right. And I will say, a lot of times, I'm not going to say any names, but lenders will give lip service like, we do this type of loan, we can do this type of loan, down payment assistance, grants. and it's just something to say to get you in the door, and then we can
And then
work
it
on
doesn't
something
happen.
else. I'll say right now, Lorena is I mean, the amount of down payment assistance programs that she's done and is immense. So she's got a lot of experience with it. She not just saying that she can do them, she
She's
does
doing
them.
it.
Yeah,
She's
on it.
doing it.
So
Walking the walk, not just talking that talk.
it is.
Yeah, I love it. Good job. Good job, you guys. So Alameda Mortgage.
Yes.
You guys are right here downtown, you said.
We are.
We're
We're right off of Burke, where the Quadnoff building is. Not sure
Oh,
if you're
right here.
familiar.
Mhm.
Down the street, we are in that Quadnoff building, just a little way down Burke.
I can
So
see it.
you could actually
Is
almost
that-
see it.
Oh, that's
You
Santa
can,
Fe.
you can
That's
almost see
Santa
it.
Fe. Yeah,
You can
yeah.
almost.
Yeah, I had the wrong street.
I can see it in my mind's eye. over
Yeah,
there.
yeah. We know where it's at. That's why we feel
Just
like
down
we
the
can
road.
see it.
Uh-huh.
I love it. Oh, did you have some notes that you wanted to go over?
No,
We
went over it. Yes, I wanted to make
Perfect.
sure that we highlighted the grants and just our customer service that we provide,
Yes.
and we went through everything.
Perfect. Is
Yeah.
there anything else you want to throw out there to the community before we let you guys go?
Uh,
I know you have a
great.
giveaway.
Oh, yes.
A giveaway,
Yes.
an offer for
An
the
offer.
for the people.
Yes.
100%.
So yes, if you guys reach out to us anytime in the months of March and April, if you guys get into escrow with us, you guys get approved with us, we are actually going to give you a credit.
Yeah. If you mention this show, that
You have to
tell us
mention this
here.
show.
Uh-huh.
And this is actually going to go for the team in Visalia. So we have Amalia Roca,
Yep.
and then we have Kathy
Thews,
Asa, myself.
and Manwinder Greenwall. Mm-hmm.
So
anyone going into Alameda,
yes.
period,
In
here
Visalia.
in Visalia,
Mhm.
go down to Alameda. It doesn't matter who you speak with,
Correct.
who you get your loan from. Go to Alameda, tell them you saw this episode, and get your $600 credit for that. For the appraisal. For the appraisal.
So
The appraisal's always like, it's like, oh, I gotta fork out some money.
Yes.
And
Yes.
sometimes it makes it tough. And
Yes.
but sometimes you're having to, I know,
The necessary evil. Yeah.
the appraisal's getting my car payment this
No, it
month.
is, it is.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So just to make sure, just reach out to us. There is a couple of guidelines with that too, but it's up to $600.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you so much, you
Yeah,
guys.
thanks for having
Thank
us.
you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can't wait to hear more about you guys and let the community know everything you guys are doing out there.
Thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. You guys have a good one, and we will see you guys.